I tried to record this video so many times. First, I had a lot to say, and second, there's always seemed to be some type of interruption, whether it's construction, which hopefully you can't hear that's happening right now. But today I want to talk to you about magic items. In this video, I'm going to show you two ways of doing that. I'm going to show you a tiered system, and I'm going to show you an upgrade system. So if you're new to this channel, like, comment, subscribe, and share this with your DM. Hopefully they can use this as inspiration for one of their items. And now let's get started. Okay, so say you're using the tiered system. You may have seen in like Critical Role's adventure books or a lot of like the adventure books in D&D. There's three different types. There is the Exalted, which is kind of like the last form, tier 3. There's tier 2, which is the Awakened, and there's tier 1, which is Dormant. And for me, when I like to create items for characters, I like to work backwards. So I think about the Exalted form, I think about what the powerful ability is, what's the thing that I want the player to have as they're completing their quest or they're on their way to, and this item is going to help them kind of realize that. If you're thinking about like the Dormant basic features, I usually kind of go with kind of what was kind of shown in Baldur's Gate 3, the game, kind of like adding a cantrip. So you can look at this item here, and this item talks a little bit about family, and I want to tie it really deeply to the character that one of my players is playing, where working with his found family to accomplish his goals. And he's very creative. He uses different types of spells, different types of wild shapes for different situations, and I wanted the staff to reflect that, but also to give him more access to different types of cantrips that can really support and aid his part. You can do this different ways. You can do it kind of like to do a milestone, or you can do it where you have their challenge for them to complete in order for that item to progress. So for example, say you have a sword and it's ice themed, and in order for it to go from the Dormant to the Awakened stage, the character needs to defeat an ice troll or something. And from that, not only do they have the weapon or the item reflecting that accomplishment, but also it really helps them get more immersed and more excited about the item in game. And it's for that same reason, on the other side, you have the upgrade system. The upgrade system can be an item that they find that has some special lore behind it, that they need certain components or they need someone's expertise to help them upgrade it. And the fun thing here is another example of one of the items I made for my players. It was inspired by Naruto. I forgot the guy's name, but the one who uses puppets. So this item, golems that ancient spellcasters used by manipulating the weave, creating these strings to manipulate this metallic puppet, and this puppet serving as an extension of themselves. So sometimes I'll just like experiment, but I like to create kind of weird items and draw inspiration from other things that the players might be familiar with. But for this item, it's more of a kind of a component, more kind of an expertise type of upgrade type of thing. They require that character to learn more about this ancient practice, to find the experts that know how to manipulate this object. And it's a fun way to kind of like to tie that together and use it as a device for that. And this is more of a side-by-side. You have your tiered system on one hand and the upgrade path. So the tiered system really offers a more kind of story-driven, it's tied to the characters, where the upgrade path doesn't really have that. There's a lot more player control with the upgrade path, where the player is in control of its improvements and can really, help in kind of making it more flexible and like that. So the DM could work with the player to kind of to change and alter things. But with the tiered system is really that emotional impact. If you enjoyed this breakdown of these two tiers, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.